Hello again. We lost each other for a minute. I had to, I was adjusting the telephone and it fell and it disconnected us. So this is part 2 of our Zuppa Tuscano. And at the point when we left a while ago, we were mixing up our broth with our flour. And as you can see, it has almost separated again. So we're going to, I'm going to try to fix this a little bit. Anyway, we're going to, see it's kind of separated. So we're going to mix it back up again. Then we're going to pull off the lid. We're going to add our heavy cream and our Parmesan. You can go that way, babe. You can go that way. That is 1/2 of a cup of heavy whipping cream, and that is also 1/4 cup of the Parmesan that's going to go into our Zuppa Tuscano. And again, we're going to mix it up again. Here it's stopping. Anyway, we're going to take that all apart. We're going to put that over the sink, of course. And we're going to pour all of our liquid mixture into our potatoes, our kale, our onion, our garlic, and our hot Italian sausage with our red pepper flakes. We're going to put all of that liquid in there. And as you can see, if I can get it without tipping it all out, we're going to put that lid on. Remember all the safety features I showed you. The first one was to match up the arrows on the front right here. You're going to twist it to put it in place. You're going to lock down the handle, and then at that point we just put it in the microwave. It's going to be in the microwave for about 25 minutes. So at that point we are going to make some mango, papaya, pineapple salsa with some strawberries in it. Anyway, give me a second. I'm putting this in the microwave. In that pressure cooker, oh, stop. I put it up on it. Stop. Start. Okay, 25 minutes from now, that soup will be coming out, and we will be able to enjoy some of that Zuppa Tuscano. The next thing I wanted to show you was we have that salsa. I'm going to wipe down my counter real quick and wash my hands again because I did handle some meat, so give me just a minute. Okay, anyway, I have already prepared my papaya, my pineapple, and my mango, but I wanted to show you, you know, ice cream scoops, they come in, we usually just use them for ice cream. We don't think of all the other things that we can do with that ice cream scoop, but I have a suggestion for you. This is our pineapple, our mango, and our pineapple, mango, and papaya. And it's already cut up, and you can see it's in pretty good sized chunks. But did you ever stop to think about the seeds inside of your papaya? Well, I did this morning. I was thinking, man, I don't know how to get those out of there without using a spoon, and that's not something I really like to use on anything. So I got out my handy dandy ice cream scoop. I cleaned out the center of the seeds and put all that in my scrap bucket. And as you can see, it's all cleaned out. It didn't take me a long time to do it. Just took me a second. Then what I'm going to do with this leftover papaya is I'm going to cut it in pieces and I'm going to freeze it so when I make smoothies I'll have some papaya already ready to go and I won't have to water down my smoothie. Now, to make our salsa. Like I said, all that's in here is some pineapple, papaya, and some mango. I am going to pull, and that blade in there is just going to cut that up. Let me see. Can you see it? It probably takes about 10 pulls or so. You just kind of want to leave it a little bit chunky. Anyway, that's what it looks like inside. We're going to also cut up some of our strawberries. I figure about 6 strawberries will probably do it. And all I'm going to do is just to give it a little bit of color. It's really not for a whole lot of anything else. Put my scrap bucket over here so it'll be easier to get to. I had already pre-washed these, so just so you know. Do you know that when you're processing your food in the refrigerator, you don't want to wash it ahead of time because it has a natural protectant from God. And you just put your pieces in there. And then when you get ready to use it or eat it or whatever, that's when you'd want to wash it or clean it. And one more. Okay, we'll put the engine back on. Of course, this is our Power Chef, and this is probably one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. And kind of gives you that salsa again. Now, this salsa can be used as a marinade for chicken. It can be used as a marinade for pork. It can be used as a marinade for roast. To kind of give it that Hawaiian flavor. You can add flakes of coconut to it. You can use it for graham crackers. You can use it for vanilla wafers as a dip. And just a lot of different things. You don't have to just use it for salsa. The other thing is that our Power Chef that you see, with just this one unit, is $69.99 or $69. If you add the chopping prep, the smaller one with its pieces, the engine is the same for both. So what they have done is that this by itself with its own engine is $39, but if you buy the two together, it's only $79. So $69 and $39 would be $110 or $108, or you can use the same engine, save that extra money, and buy you something else in your for your Tupperware, and it's only $79. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a savings. The pressure cooker that we're using today is $149. It has saved so much time. Used to, when you had cook a roast, you probably had to cook it 2 or 3 hours. It's 35 minutes per pound. Well, in the pressure cooker in the microwave, it's 5 minutes a pound. So that soup, we figure, is just enough to, with the liquid and everything, that we figured is probably about 4 pounds. But so that's why it's about 25 minutes. That also gets the potatoes soft. It gets the carrot or the onion soft, and it gets all those flavors mixed together with the kale and the red peppers and everything. It's really good. It has the same flavor as what they have at Olive Garden. The other things I wanted to demonstrate for you today are our Micro Pro Grill. That is, the thing I'm going to do this week later on, and you'll see the recipe come up on Tuesday, is I'm going to use the stack cooker, not the Micro Pro Grill, sorry. The stack cooker I am going to use right here is 4 pieces. You can cook a 3-course meal. You have your piece that you can put like your scalloped potatoes in it. The other piece here in the middle is, the bottom piece is 3 quarts. That piece here is a 1 3/4. Then you have your colander or your yeah, colander. And then you have your cone, that's for when you make cakes, or your microwaves only go in 3 inches from each direction that is open. So when you put the cone in, you're cooking from both directions. Otherwise, you'd just be cooking one and maybe the center wouldn't get all the way done. So what we do is we took the bottom and we put the cone in, and it has a little lip there that holds the cone in place. This is the only piece that you should spray with your spray oils and stuff like that. Your spray butter or whatever you're going to spray it with. These are the only pieces. You do not spray your pressure cooker. You do not spray your steamer. You do not spray the MicroPro grill. This is made out of a polycarbonate. It's the same thing that they make aircraft windows out of. And it also goes into your vest for your police officers and stuff that help protect them. It's part of the product that goes in there. But the neat thing about this, like I said, is you can make 3 courses. You can put your scalloped potatoes, you can put your meatloaf, you can put the colander in, you can put the cone in the middle, put your meatloaf around the outside edges. Then you can take the top and you can make a dump cake and put in there. Or you don't have to use the cone, you just make a circle area in the middle, then put that on top, put this on top. You put a can of cherry pie filling, half of a cake mix with a little bit of butter and oatmeal, and you make a crumble on the top, and you put that all in the microwave for about 20 minutes. It's amazing. You get just a 3-course meal in one time. If you cook in the microwave 100 hours, you would be spending about $7.80 some cents, I think they said. They've done a lot of research on it. The oven, if you cook 100 hours in there, that's $80 for 100 hours. The same 100 hours that you're cooking in the microwave, in the oven, you can be cooking in the microwave and save that money. They figured if you took all of the money that you saved in 1 year and you bought all the micro cooking utensils that we have that would be able to help you to make healthier meals for your family, because the colander would drain off the fat. It also cooks quicker. So if you're in a hurry, like to that ball game or to that soccer game that you're going to go to the forensics that your child is only going to be like 15 minutes in a play, you can do these things in a hurry. You can usually prepare a 3-course meal in less than 30 minutes, depending on what the product is. If you have chicken, you can cut it up in chunks ahead of time, like whenever you buy it from the store. Then you can just take and roll out you some stovetop stuffing, roll those pieces of chicken in that, put it in the middle of your stack cooker, put you prepared scalloped potato mix in the bottom, put your dump cake on top, and I'm not kidding you, in about, probably 20-25 minutes you have a whole meal. So, and then of course you're going to have a salad or something like that. These are time savers. They are power savers. You know, we're always talking about the ecology outside and the different things. Well, we're going to save money with doing these things. We're going to save the energy levels. You know, our world, we're coming to a time when everything is so fast-paced. I know I retired about 1.5 years ago, and I cannot tell you how much time this has saved me for me and my husband to be able to get out and go do the things that we want to do. So just think about the time savings and how quickly you can make a meal for your family, and how much more benefit is than a hamburger or a hot dog bought down at McDonald's or Sonic or something. You have an actual meal that's prepared by you for your family. So the next thing I would like to kind of show you a little bit is our MicroPro grill. we're going to say your husband came home, he's worked hard all week, and you appreciate him so much, and you have decided you're going to make him the most wonderful steak in the world. But you got to get the charcoal out, you got to get out the starter, you got to get out the grill, you got to do all that prep ahead of time. You have to start the charcoal 30 minutes ahead of time, right? Okay, well, with a MicroPro grill, see how it says Tupperware? That fits deep inside there. That comes out like that, and you put that right down. Microwaves do not go through the outside because it's metal. A lot of microwaves have metal inside now. They used to say you can't use metal in your microwave. Well, that's all changed. This has the receptors in the top and in the bottom. It has a drain or a place for liquids to go, so your meat will cook better. You put that lid right down on top of your meat. Say you're going to cook him a really nice steak. You're going to put your 2 steaks or your 1 big steak, whatever you're making for him, in here. You're going to put the lid right down on it. Whatever, if you like a medium, say medium rare steak, it takes about, for the average steak that you get cut that's already prepared in a package at the store, you would cook that for 3 minutes on one side. Bring it out, take the lid off, flip it over, put the lid right back down on it, put it back in for 3 more minutes, then let it rest for a couple minutes, and then you're going to take this out. You want to use pot holders because it might be hot. You'll take this out and your steak will be perfect just for him. If you say you wanted to make him a casserole instead, the lid, how it fits in on top of your steak, if you turn it just one, 45 degrees, you turn it, it becomes a casserole dish. It does not sit down on it. We'll say you have a pan pizza, those personal pan pizzas in the freezer, and you're in a really big hurry. You got to get to a game, but you wanted to do something that's kind of special just for him. You're going to put that pan pizza in here. You're going to put the lid in the casserole position, and there is an arrow that shows right here on the sides. Well, actually, it's like that. Anyway, the arrows match up for the casserole, or they match up for the, well, where did it go? Anyway, or for the grill. So, but say you forgot about the dessert and you put green beans in that top of your stack cooker already. Well, you can take and mix you up a really quick, a half of a cake mix, mix it up like an egg and half of the oil, and still reduce your water by, instead of a quarter cup, about an eighth of a cup if you're only going to use half of the cake mix. You're going to put that down in here. You're going to put the lid in the casserole position. You're going to put that in the microwave for about 6 minutes, and you'll have cake ready for your husband. You can do a lava cake. You can do all kinds of little things. But it's really amazing the things that you can do in the microwave. But first of all, since we're at this point where we're kind of stopping, in a minute when that comes out, actually I have 9 minutes. When that comes out, we're going to add some bacon. It's crumbled up already, pre-cooked, and we're going to put that on top of our soup before we get to enjoy that, and that's what my husband's going to have for supper tonight. I wish that you were here and you can join us. And if you're watching this and you would like to know more about Tupperware, about what I do, I would be glad to share that with you. We have a wonderful hostess program right now, and right now we have the silver layer set. It's a 19-piece set, and it is for a $600 show and 2 datings, and it is amazing. All the things that you get in this. You get these taller bowls, and they have the corrugated lids on them, so what you can push down with your elbow and it completely seals it for you. It has the all the different bowls. This is like a little canister set. Of course, these are your serving bowls. You have 5 of those. You have the ones that you can do prep in or whatever like that. The other thing that we have right now is a picnic set, and I just messed up my magazine. But anyway, our picnic set has the basket and all kinds of things, and it starts at the $500 level with 2 datings. The datings are very important so we can continue in our business. We also have a $300 party canister available. Like if you don't feel like you want to do that and you really don't want to have a party, but you need to have a party, because that's where you get more sales, you get more product for yourself for free. And I really want to help you get some free product too. So give us a few minutes, we'll have that soup out and I'll show you what happens with it. Thank you.